Exodus 17. Water from the rock and victory over Amalekites. The whole Israelite community set out from the desert of Sin, traveling from place to place as the Lord commanded, cloud by cloud, step by step. And the Lord led them to Rephidim. They camped at Rephidim, but there was no water for the people to drink. And the people again had no faith. They came to Moses with stones in their hands and murder in their hearts. "Give us water. Why did you bring us out of Egypt? To kill us, to kill our children, our livestock." And Moses, the man who stood before Pharaoh, the man who split the sea Moses broke, Moses replied, "Why do you quarrel with me? Why do you put the Lord to the test?" Then Moses cried out to the Lord, "What am I to do with these people? They are ready to stone me." But God does not despise the broken. The Lord answered Moses, "Go out in front of the people, take with you some of the elders of Israel, and take in your hand the staff with which you struck the Nile, and go. I will stand there before you by the rock at Horeb. Strike the rock, and water will come out of it for the people to drink. Not the Nile, not the sea, the rock, the same staff. A new miracle." Moses struck it once, and the rock-dead stone, silent for millennia, opened its mouth in water. Not a trickle, not a sea, a torrent, a flood, a river in the desert. Israel drank and lived. So Moses did this in the sight of the elders of Israel, and he called the place Massah, testing, and Meribah, quarrel. Because the Israelites quarreled, and because they tested the Lord, saying, "Is the Lord among us or not?" The Amalekites defeated, and while they drank, an enemy crept close. The Amalekites came and attacked, ruthless, cowardly, striking the weak at the rear. Moses said to Joshua, "Choose some of our men and go out to fight the Amalekites. Tomorrow I will stand on top of the hill with the staff of God in my hands." The first battle of the promised nation had begun. So Joshua fought the Amalekites as Moses had ordered, and Moses, Aaron, and Hur went to the top of the hill. As long as Moses held up his hands, the Israelites were winning, but whenever he lowered his hands, the Amalekites were winning. When Moses' hands grew tired, they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. Aaron and Hur held his hands up, one on one side, one on the other, so that his hands remained steady till sunset. So Joshua overcame the Amalekite army with the sword. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Write this on a scroll as something to be remembered, and make sure that Joshua hears it, because I will completely blot out the name of Amalek from under heaven." Moses built an altar and called it Yahweh Nissi. "The Lord is my banner," he said, "because hands were lifted up against the throne of the Lord. The Lord will be at war against the Amalekites from generation to generation." They walked through the sea. They drank from the rock. They ate the bread of heaven. They saw the glory in the cloud. And still they asked, "Is the Lord among us or not?" He was, he is, he will be. Yasi, the Lord is our banner. Teachings won. The problem of, is the Lord among us or not? This was not a question of information. It was a question of the heart. They had the cloud. They had the fire. They had the manna. They had the memory of the sea. And still they asked, "Is God with us?" Unbelief is not ignorance. It is forgetfulness. 2. From praise to protest at the Red Sea they sang. At Rephidim they quarreled. The distance between worship and complaint is often only 3 days of thirst. Circumstances do not create our faith, they reveal it. 3. The rock was struck. God commanded Moses to strike the rock, not speak to it. This was a one-time sacrificial act. New Testament lens Paul tells us the rock was Christ. 1 Corinthians 10:4, struck once, smitten for our sin, and from that wound living water flows forever. Christ does not need to be crucified again. The rock was struck once. We drink freely. 4. Moses' frustration. What am I to do with these people? They are ready to stone me. Leadership is lonely. Even the greatest prophets reach the end of themselves. God does not condemn Moses' exhaustion. He answers it. 5. Water in the wilderness. God did not wait for the people to repent. He gave water while they quarreled. Grace is not conditional on our performance. God provides because he is good, not because we are worthy. 6. Memorials of failure. Moses named the place Massah, testing, and Meribah, quarreling. God does not erase our failures. He marks them, not to shame us, but to remind us. The stones of our stumbling can become monuments of his mercy. The rock didn't produce water because Moses struck it. It produced water because God is faithful, even when his people are not. God provides from unlikely places, and our unbelief tests his patience. Subscribe, like, comment, and hit notification button for more videos, more Bible study, and more Bible knowledge. We got you.